Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. It's a party. Over. It's a party.
Brees now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
From the gun, it's Brees. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way. Way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? Check right 54. Right 54. Switch up, switch up.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike up. 180. Mike 5-4. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
180. Right there. 54. Ran. 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
180. 54. Here we go. Ran.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
180. Good move. 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And he coughed it up. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
It's now 3rd and 10.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
I'm coming. I got it. 47
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 24, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-8. Tackle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Now Brees. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Brees here finding Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Ready? 5-9. Watch the screen.
Brees now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Brees now to throw. the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, 18.
From the 29, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a gain of 3.
Hey, Charlie.
And 3.
You don't know no better. Man, under 10.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
6-6, pull it high.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Little lady. 58, come on. I got him.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Ginn's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check. Watch 54. 6 man. Check curls.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Slam. Alert.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming for you, son.
Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, here we go. Alert, 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 alert. 56. Much 56.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on 1st down, Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
You can't stop it. You can't.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Danny Trevathan. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Alert, 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 alert. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Bears 28, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got, and the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
21.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's just me and him. It's just me and you.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They try again with Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
18.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. An even 90 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now Breeze. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
95, 56. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Breeze now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. To try again after the sack. Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
53. Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were